Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Pourembrance Day Collaboration. This will be a multi-person collaboration, people from all around the world, remembering and respecting those who served in their respective militaries and those who gave all in the defense of their country. I hope you've seen the wonderful Miss Shannon Baxman before me at Shanby Art, and the lovely Miss Kim Sherwood is going to be after me. Please stick around for her. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start my little contribution to the collaboration. But first, perhaps a little personal history. This is me standing guard on the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea in 1986, serving my country. And this is me in 2017 in my Veterans of Foreign Wars uniform. I served as commander of the VFW 1 year and as vice commander a second year. My father and all three of my brothers also served. When it came my turn to decide, I decided to go into the United States Army, and I served 7 years there. I attained the rank of corporal while I was there, and I was a military police officer. I went to Grenada in 1984. Then in 1985, I was tasked to serve on the DMZ, the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea. Many people don't know, but the Korean War never ended. They simply had an armistice agreement, an agreement to lay down their weapons and not fight anymore. That's when the border was established between North and South Korea. We are still technically at war with North Korea, and it is a very dangerous place to be stationed on that border. I don't normally discuss it with people unless it's specifically asked, but I injured my spine while I was in, and I am 100% total and permanent disabled through the Department of Veterans Affairs. Okay, so that's my history, and that being said, let's go ahead and get to it. Alright guys, this is what I started out with. This was a clock from somewhere in the 80s when I was a teenager that had a picture of 3 girls standing in the back of a truck wearing thong bikini bottoms, which was something that was of great interest to me back in 1982-3, that era. After I spent several hours cleaning the finish off of it, which was about 1/8 of an inch thick, I realized I had gouges in it and was going to have to put some wood putty filler in it and sand it off with about a 320 grit sandpaper. Okay, gonna do a little sanding here. Get this, now that I got the wood putty on it. And for those of you that are wondering, yes, I am wearing a mask. So, see you when it comes to the next step. So, I have got this all painted black. This right here, there's actually a hole there. I filled it in with wood putty because I wanted to do the painting without worrying about it. It will be popped out, and that is where my camera guts will go and clock arms, so that we have a little clock there. This is the type of camouflage that I'm going to paint on this board and have a clock on it. Alright, now I have to let that dry, so we will let that dry so it won't smear, and I will go ahead and mix my paint, and then I will come back. And here we are again, guys. This paint here is dry, so it's time to start, and we're going to do a simple 4-color camouflage, forced camouflage pattern using black. That's Amsterdam black mixed with Floetrol. Green, that is Creative Inspirations black, or excuse me, Creative Inspirations green mixed with Amsterdam black to make it darker, and then it went too dark, so we put a little Amsterdam yellow in it in order to lighten it back up just a touch. Then we're going to use brown, which is, and by the way, that's also got Floetrol in it. And then we're going to use brown, which has, again, Creative Inspirations brown with some black from Amsterdam mixed in because it wasn't dark enough. I needed a deep chocolatey brown instead of a milk chocolate brown, So we made it a little darker. All right, and then the fourth, and certainly not least, color that we're going to be using is tan, which was accomplished by using that Creative Inspirations brown that I just showed you, and Amsterdam white, and Amsterdam yellow, because we needed it to be tan, which that's how you get tan. You know, dark brown or brown, white and yellow gives you tan. Little color theory class for you there. I'm not that smart. That's my 50-cent word, guys. Okay, thank God that that little portion is over. Now I can go ahead and not have that obnoxiously loud music in the background. As you can see, I've started to paint this here. And I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this, and when it gets close to me finishing the paint part, I will go ahead and bring you back in, and we will watch the rest of it. So sit back and enjoy, y'all. Yeah, this part ended up taking eternity, and I decided to give you guys a break because who wants to sit through that incredibly long amount of time? So I just went ahead and fast forwarded until the end of this portion. For some reason, I accidentally cut off the last color in this, the khaki color. So this ends with the green, and then we will move on to the next step. Okay guys, massive crisis averted here. I lost the SD card that had all that recording on it. Set it down, forgot where I set it down, and searched the entire house for it. I was heartbroken. And then I got up to go use the restroom, and it just fell off of me and was on the ground, and I had been up and down 50 times looking for it. So I don't know, I guess it was stuck somewhere on my person. Nurse searched all over the place, wife searched all over the place, I searched all over the place, but I just thank the Lord above that it finally was found, because boy, we would have had a super short video that didn't make much sense if we hadn't. So got that took care of. Now I have got a template on here for this little clock that we're going to put on here, and I have measured with the ruler to try and make sure. Of course, I just moved it, so now I'm going to eyeball it to try and make sure that this stuff will be in the middle. So we got our template there. We got our, okay, not finding it, hold on. There it is. Okay, let me just put this up here first. All right. Now we set that on top of that. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a little temporary screw on this, or nut that is. All right, hold that up. Up. Well, that don't do no good when you don't get it all the way on. Hold on. And it's because of the paper. It's acting silly. Don't want to go up in there. Okay, that's not going to work. All right, boys and girls, we're back. I had to pause momentarily and take this outside and get my smallest chisel and chisel out around the back there so that the actual mechanism would actually fit. It's always something, ain't it, guys? Just wasn't deep enough for it. This is diamond glazed water-based dimensional adhesive that I'm using. I don't know how well it'll work. I hope it'll work well because I bought it for my jewelry making, and it's what I have sitting here. I also have some Elmer's, but I just feel like the diamond glaze might hold it a little bit more securely. Let's get that straight. Get on there right. Come on. All right, I think that's good there. All right, in case you guys are wondering, this is just water. Just a real lightly dampened rag to get the sawdust and crap off of it that got on it outside when I was using the chisel on it, in the same place that I did all the rest of this. Now I got to go on here and do just a tiny touch of green because I scratched it putting the mechanism on. But we're just going to use a little tiny bit so it doesn't even have to wait for it to dry. And we're going to go right there and there. Oh, here's something I just learned. I've been painting for 40 some years now, and I just realized, or just found out, that you never let your brushes dry upright like that. You always sit them down to dry. Now, do you know why? Because I didn't. It's because when you let them go dry up like this, you're letting the moisture seep down into the glue that holds the hairs, and that's bad for the brush. So you always dry it laying on the side. Minute hand goes first, so we're going to put that down there, and then we will put the outer hand on top of that. There we go. And then we put the second hand on top of that in the little hole here. So that's what it looks like together. I am going to have to hit it with a thing of gloss. Put those over like that. I'm gonna go outside, hit it with a few coats of that Winsor & Newton spray varnish, and then I will be back. All right, boys and girls, here we are. The varnish isn't actually dry. Went ahead and brought it inside, which I never do because of the odor factor, but I brought it in so that I could get a lovely picture and you could see how pretty it came out, guys. Go right up the middle right quick, come back down this way, and this is your clock face. Well, my clock face, but I don't know, it could be yours. I don't know if I'd sell this though. All right, that's it. And that would conclude Corporal Pender's portion of the Pourembrance Day celebration. I hope you guys enjoyed mine, and I really appreciate you hanging out and checking it out. And stick around for Kim's, because I'm sure hers is going to be awesome too. Please do remember, this is on the first day of the Pourembrance collaboration. We're going to be running several days past this, and I hope you can make it to all of them. If you watch them, give them a like if you like what they're doing. If you like what I'm doing, give me a like, please. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We would love to have you to be part of the Hippy Dippy family, and I'm sure everyone else would really appreciate you being part of their family too. And if you want to see what the crazy hippie and other people come up with next, hit that little follow button and YouTube will notify you. If you pull down the little scroll menu next to it and click all, you will get all of the notifications, and then instead of just the ones that YouTube randomly decides to send you. And I'd like to send out there a super huge thanks to my brother from another mother, Nathan, over at the Fine Art of Distraction, for setting this whole thing up and using his time to help us out. Alright, man, I love all of you to pieces like Mises, and until I see you again, same bad time, same bad channel. Peace.